Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University. And today happens to be National Herbs and Spices Day. So I wanted to go over some spices, some herbs that can be used to combat depression. So there's 5 herbs that I wanted to go over, and the first one is St. John's wort, and then of course the second one is saffron, and then the third one is rhodiola rosea, and then holy tulsi basil, and then lavender. So all of these in different cultures have been recognized as aiding health and human health and helping heal from depression. So let's start off by St. John's wort. What are some of the things that are especially important? Well, it actually interacts with your brain chemicals, goes all the way, and it can actually treat mild to moderate depression. Now, this does not replace any sort of advice that your primary care physician might give you, but at least this gives you an idea about how these herbs can be used effectively against certain mental health ailments. So again, St. John's wort may interact with serotonin in a good way, and can possibly mood stabilize all the chemicals in the brain. So the next one is saffron. Like I said, this plant that you're looking at currently happens to be a saffron plant, and if you see the yellow in the center, that's where the saffron comes from. It's one of the most expensive herbs out there because of there's so little coming from each flower. So this is also has been researched and found out that mood stabilizers, this can be substituting mood stabilizers and reduce depressive symptoms. So again, this is also possibly affecting the serotonin pathway. Another thing to keep in mind is that when you're thinking of herbs, they don't have to be the whole herb. They can be either drunk in a tea or taken in a capsule. I actually, in a while back, was making capsules out of some of these herbs to create a sleepy time medication. So the next one is rhodiola rosea. So this herb, it has a red flower that blooms out of this herb, sometimes yellow. And these are all considered adaptogens. So kind of the stress response that you find, this mediates that stress response and antagonizes this so that this can behave as a depression, as reducing depressive symptoms. So you might want to use this in the morning because that actually helps in combating depression. The last two are holy basil and then lavender. Lavender I talked about in quite a few videos, but holy basil, otherwise known as tulsi, is given in Ayurvedic medicine, and this regulates stress responses and support emotional balance. So that's the two characteristics of tulsi, holy basil. And then finally, lavender. Many people know about this. It's a very relaxing sort of herb. There are many different strains, like the Provence from France, and some are more fragrant, some are less. Some have more effectiveness and some have less. And at one point I used to take a live lavender plant and eat some of the leaves from it for a relaxation purpose. Some other herbs, especially that's known, are kava, which interacts a lot of times with the drugs. So one of the things that you want to keep in mind is some of these herbs have interactions with the medications that you take. So when you're going to your primary care provider, you may want to let them know that you are taking this so that they can make sure that there's no interactions with your drugs. So, um, and I hope all this has made some sense. There's a lot of different components to think of when you're taking herbs. Thank you for listening.